Hey, good morning, everybody. Bob Trade Genius, the 25th of August, as promised. I'm going to talk miners and metals here a little bit. And I'm going to start off with actually um, a potential hedge. I'm absolutely bullish gold and silver miners, so don't take what I'm about to say with as any macro call. Is that one of the things as a trader is you just look for opportunities, and I'm just showing you her nugget. And also, I want to tell you a little bit of a bias I have. People ask me all the time, "Hey, should we buy nugget and trade that?" And you can, but in my experience, I found that trading the reversals are more profitable because of the concept called slippage. And you don't have to be as right to catch the reversal down when it's overbought versus catching it when it's oversold. And if you could do that, that's great. I'm not here to dissuade you, but for me, I rather just look for opportunities to catch it short. And the other thing too is when you trade these, and I trade these with options. So let me clarify that too. So, um, you get volatility crush, meaning that the calls may not go up as the price goes up because the volatility that's embedded in the option price goes away and you lose that premium. Whereas when you're catching something overbought that's going to start selling, the put premium's not yet embedded, so you get that good guy as well. And plus, I like to go a little bit out of the money, and then that way you get another effect coming your way. So you get the volatility increase effect, and then you get the effect that's called the gamma, which essentially means that as the closer you get to the strike price, the option price that you have accelerates towards it. And then once it gets past the strike and you're in the money, the rate of acceleration decreases again, almost like a train going by you. Has the pitch changes, the Doppler effect. So it's a Doppler effect for trading. So anyway, so what I like to look for, and this is one of the tools that we use at Trade Genius. This is subscribers get access to this. This is the money maker we have, and then we also have a slingshot. I'll explain that to you a little bit too. This is really a good tool when you're looking for moves that have gone too far too fast. If you want to look to try to play a reversal and things of that nature, or you took a move and you want to hop off the train. Okay, like you caught this bottom here, and then it runs up to here, and the slingshot's saying, "Hey, it, it the move expanded too fast. You could take profit here." Okay, doesn't necessarily mean to short it. That's that's a different way of looking at it. You want to trade with the trend, obviously, so you look to close then. And so here, if you notice, our system is pretty good at identifying these moves that tend to reverse. And I'm watching this one now, and the reason why is that it's starting to hit on the hourly here. Okay, I like to trade on the 2 hour if I can, and the hourly's already started to turn, and so this should populate in a second. The hourly started to turn here in terms of the linear regression, and now I'm getting signals here that maybe the move is too far too fast, and so now I'm just keeping an eye on it for the 2 hour. I don't necessarily have to care if I catch the tops, okay, but at least I want to be informed. And so, there's a good chance we're only one standard deviation above the center line. If it starts pushing up to here, maybe look for a double top and things of that nature. So anyway, I digress, but I want to show that if you're a subscriber, and you have that level of subscription, you can just request access to these. The slingshot and the moneymaker are part of the standard package. No additional charge. And if people buy before the end of August, we're not separating out the charge for this. This is a pretty powerful tool. It'll pay for itself in your first couple trades, a whole year subscription. These things with the blue, just ignore those. This is something I'm working on as a cluster for money coming in. I really like it. I use it actually to trade volatility the other way, and so but that's just for my own personal use at the moment. If I can get it something that's simplified for people, then I'll push it out as an indicator. But I like it so far. I like to see the cluster, and the cluster's telling me that, like an open house, if a lot of people are showing up at the open house, that means price is not, the prices was too low. So that's really what it tells me, and so I look at it that way. Okay, so now looking at First Majestic, we own it. We had $11 target on it. It hit it, and then we also got a sell signal on it. So I think selling it was the right move. And then, but I love First Majestic and has a lot more to run. But what we've learned here with the miners, you get these moves and then you get these big sharp pullbacks. So take profit. We earned it from $9.87 to $11, and basically we're in the move for 4 or 5 days. I'll take 11-12% all day long. I'm in ALO. This is more of a longer term trade for me, but it has these spasms that I like. So when I started getting the hits here, we called the trade out. That's pretty much where I bought it. But if it spasms up to the top of the channel, then I'll hop off. But there's definitely a good floor in here, and this is also one of my lotto picks for when silver goes. This will go 4 to 8x. I had this one, and I actually jumped out when I got the first sell signal on it, and made 5% on it, but it just kept moving. I got a little nervous because this Aqua Metals is really, it's actually a lead refiner and recycle refiner, and I just got worried that I got a sell signal and the economic commodities aren't moving, but it had some more momentum on it, so it's on my list. And if it pulls back, I'll look for another option to get into it. I'm not going to go through every one of these things. I'll bore you to death. So I'll just show you the things that I trade a lot and we're in. So we bought Goro last week too. And basically bottom move. I like Goro. The chart's not fantastic. In fact, it's a little disappointing that Goro's not getting the moves that it used to get. But we're in it from 319. 330 pays a dividend, so it's a good play that way. That's probably what's suppressing it some. But look, if I could snag 5 to 10% moves out of these bottom moves, I'll take them. And it's kind of comforting to see that it's a little bit of rounded bottom here. It looks a lot like this right here, and so I'll see if we could play a spasm up into a sell signal. We just bought GPL again, okay. And we did it because we started getting stopped out of some things. This is a stock that's been beat down pretty hard, and at any moment we'll get these moves. So it's more for just the diversification of looking for something that hasn't moved as much, and but we're in it, and pretty much where we bought it, and we just did it on Friday, by the way. So MAG, my favorite. We're in MAG, and it's driving higher. The only thing I'm watching now is if it's trying to put in a head and shoulder pattern here. If not, I'm looking for it to push up to here. But if I do get a sell signal on it, like here, I will take profit on it. We're in it from back in it from like 11.53. We've traded this thing quite a bit, and so if it pulls back, that's great. I'll buy it again. But eventually this thing's going to go. It has a longer term inverted head and shoulder, should take it to 19. So at some point I'm looking for it to break out. I think NGD is ready to break out again. A nice little rounded bottom on it again. The only thing I'm watching here is we get this little bit of a money maker sell on it, and this trade here we're a little underwater on it. We bought it earlier, and reason why I didn't sell it, I have a fairly low stop on it, is because it did this to me before, and it's low cost, and if you just don't put too much into it, and then it just dickered around down here for the longest time, and then all of a sudden it just explodes. So with these small caps, you just never know when the momos are coming in, so I always have a few of these in the portfolio to see if I can catch a 50% move, like what happened. This is a 100% move, but I didn't catch all of it. And so these things are there. I think this is a nice consolidation off this prior move, and then I think it's going to take the next leg higher. So that's why I have it. I haven't been able to get back in PAS because every time I want to do it, I'm in too many other things. But when it spasms down below here, deviations, three deviations, I encourage other people to grab it, and I think PAS is going to go, and this nice little cup forming here, and see if it pulls back and then go. But PAS has definitely been grinding higher here all summer. I have PLG, and the day I bought it, within an hour it shot up. It just missed my target sell limit, and then drifted back down. This is where we bought it at 121. So, but I'm holding it just because it's, if you see the move here on the weekly, and I think you sense my theme here on some of these smaller priced ones. If you buy 500 shares or 1,000 shares, if you have a small account, you buy 200 shares. You just let these things sit. I mean, this is what Platinum Group did, okay, during one of the spasms you get, all right, up to 24. Seriously? So why wouldn't you want to hold a few of these just as a you wake up one day and, hey, we're going to Disneyland, all right? So great opportunity for catching some of these moves that just come out of the blue. As soon as the momos come in on these things, or institutional money comes in, and then you're going to see some real action here with these miners. And it's slowly happening. And let's see here. And this is one of my other favorites too. And again, we're in and profitable. We're in at 318 on this, and we've traded this one before. Okay, and we just try to catch these bottom moves like this, and it's go, bottom move, go, bottom move, go, bottom move, go. And so, chart looks good, and it's the only thing to watch out for is they're trying to set us up for some head and shoulders actions on the miners. Look, we just got to be real. The power elites do not want gold and silver in the miners to capture the imagination of the trading public. So they're going to fight it. And so, we trade what we see. And let's see what else is out there. And then this one's more stable kind of company, but it blew up to the top of its channel. So if you're in wheat and precious metals, you may want to sell some calls against your position if you're a long-term holder. But I would look for a little bit of a pullback before it takes the next shot higher. So anyway, Bob from Trade Genius, kind of what we're playing around with. We're pretty much just in metals and miners right now. We're short the market, short banks, short SPY, and now's not a time to be a hero. The market is very binary right now, so diversity is not going to help you. So you want to be into things that seem to be safe havens, which have been the metals and miners, and you want to be short things that are going to suffer. And banking for sure, no matter what the Fed does at this point, the banks are in trouble. If they hold the interest rates higher, we're going to go into recession. Banks suffer. They start lowering interest rate, they lose their spread. Banks suffer. So banking is just a good thing to start looking for opportunities to short it. I'll talk about that in another video. There's about 2 or 3 ways to play it, and I'll share with how we're doing it. Thanks for listening. If you want to trade with us, tradelikeagenius.com. Get these indicators. Like I said, what we charge for our service and what you get out of it is just, the ROI is definitely in your favor. And we're a good group of people. You'll learn a lot, and everybody's down to earth and really helpful. Have a good one. Catch you later. Bye-bye.